Today we are going to learn about silk. It is also a natural fiber just like wool. Wool is obtained from sheep, especially sheep and so many other organisms who is having hairy outgrowth, who is having hair in outer side of the body, right? So just like that, silk is also a natural fiber and it is obtained from an insect that is known as silkworm. Both of these are animal fiber and both of these fibers are made up of protein. Okay, so what is these natural fibers made up of? Protein. And in your grade 6th you have learned about plant fibers, and plant fibers are made up of cellulose. This is difference between plant and animal fiber, right? Now let us discuss more about silk fiber. What is silk? Silk is a fiber that is obtained from silkworm. Already I told it is obtained from silkworm, and this fiber used to make silk fabric. So silk fiber is used to make silk fabric, and it is a lustrous, soft but a little bit costly fabric. So what is silk? It is a fiber obtained from silkworm, an insect, and this fiber used to make silk fabric. That means silk is a fiber obtained from silkworm, and this fiber is used to make silk fabric, right? So what is silk? It is a lustrous, soft and costly fabric. You might have seen, if we talk about silk, then especially some dress material like sari. So many silk saris are available in market. So especially silk is utilized to make saris and other dress material. And so many kinds of silks are there. Most popular is mulberry silk. We'll discuss about it later. And now the topic is discovery of silk. When silk was discovered, it was discovered in China 3000 BC. You know, in China 3000 BC it was discovered, but China has hidden this. During that time China had hidden this. Why? To grow his production only. That time that China didn't wanted to share it with the rest part of the world, to hide the things. Why? To make production, to just increase production of their country only. And but later on, in after 300 AD, what happened? When traders were coming from China to India, they shared about this to Indian people. So when India got to know about silk fiber in 300 BC, when Chinese traders used to come to India for trading, that time only they shared about the silk fabric. Now, what are the sources of silk? The next topic is what are the sources of silk. So main source of silk is silkworm. What is the main source? Silkworm. That means an insect that produces silk. We'll discuss about silkworm and life cycle of silkworm in my next class. Till that you just get to know, आप लोग जान गए हो कि what is silkworm. It is sources of silk fiber, right? Now what are the types of silk? Types of silk means what are the different kinds of silk. So most common or most popular silk is mulberry silk. Mulberry silk is so soft and utilized by most of the people, especially saris are made up of mulberry silk. And mulberry silk is obtained by silkworm, obviously. Which kind of silkworm? The kinds of silkworm which grow in mulberry plant. The silkworm which feeds on leaves of mulberry plants produce fiber, that fiber is named after mulberry plant, so it is called mulberry fiber. So silk that is made up of mulberry fiber are known as mulberry silk, most common, and this is most popular silk and costly as well. Next is tussar silk. Tussar silk is also a very good silk, good type of silk, and it is produced by the insects which feeds on the leaves of oak plant. On oak plant, the silkworm that grows, that lives, that produce tussar fiber, tussar silk. Next is muga silk, and the insects which produce muga silk are feeds on the som leaves. Plant is som. The insects that feeds on leaves of som plant produce muga silk. So these are most common and popular, famous silk, actually most not famous, in fact popular silk that people uses. One more characteristic, one important characteristic of silk is it is a bad conductor of heat. That means it do not allow heat to pass through it. So we can use silk during summer as well as winter time. Why? Because it do not allow heat to pass through it. That means during summer it will not allow the outer heat to come inside our body, and during winter time it will not allow the body heat to go outside from our body. In that way it keep us cool during summer and keep us warm during winter. So this is an important characteristic of silk. What is this? It is a bad conductor of heat. Now coming to next next topic is sericulture. What is sericulture? It is the breeding and management of silkworm for the production of silk. What is sericulture? It is breeding and management of silkworm for the production of silk. Now breeding. Breeding means to growing, to produce more and more silkworm, and rearing of this, that means the the breeder have to just provide good kind of food and shelter to these kind of silkworm. That is rearing of silkworm. Rearing means to give shelter, food and rest of the requirement to silkworm. So what is sericulture? The breeding and management of silkworm for the production of silk is called sericulture. Just look at the screen. In my next video, we'll discuss about life cycle of silkworm. How silkworm produces silk fiber. Okay.